It's another 30 minutes of power from your boy Beans. The Redbull Rant, I'm going to call it. Gonna flip off whatever's off the top of my head into a lot of travel tips and do's and don'ts while I'm sucking on a Red Bull for the next 30 minutes. So we'll give it a run. There's a poll there from yesterday's, the most overrated thing in Thailand. So make sure you jump on the community page. I'm sure we'll get at least maybe 1 or 2 people. Here we go. We've got Mincer. That's not a very nice thing to say. Squizzy. I don't even know what that means. Must be some sort of English slang. But you're welcome. You can stay as long as you behave yourself. So yeah, it's an absolutely cracking Thursday morning here in Brisbane. 25 degrees. I have to confess, I had a sleep in this morning. Didn't get out of bed till about 6:15. I didn't walk this morning, first time in about 2 weeks. But we'll make up for it. So yeah, you've got me in the car for the next 30 minutes. So enjoy that quality time that you're gonna have with me. We'll give it a couple minutes for me to at least get double my numbers to 4, and we'll kick off. We'll talk about some travel do's and don'ts, because man, you see some people, you see people do stuff, and you just go, you poor bastards, why are you doing that? Anyway, better just kick off the stream as you do. Wouldn't be the Red Bull Rant without opening my Red Bull. Red Bull, berry free, sugar edition. Barry's in the chat. How you going, Barry? Good to see you, my dude. Look out, we've got 8 people in the chat. That's about 6 more than the bloke in Sweden gets. So we're doing well, So yeah, no, I was thinking about it. The things that you do, like, you know, I've been to Thailand, 17 times? I think it is, something like that. Some crazy number. And done overseas travelling. They call you Pad Thai Barry. There you go. I bet you've done the poll. And you see things that you do on your first trip, and with experience, you work out what you can and can't do, what saves time, what saves money. Saving money is always important. I like money. Money's good. You need your fun tickets. So yeah, so I thought what we do, we kick off with the first one. I was talking to someone about this yesterday. So you've got in the big metal bird. You've landed. You're about to kickstart your holiday. Have the time of your life, depending on what you do. There'll be different versions of fun for different people, and you're going through immigration. You've done that. You're off to get your bag, and you see all these people in the airport changing in cash, and it's like, no. What are you doing? Everybody, well, I thought everybody knows you get the worst exchange rate in the airport. And even worse, I see people using the ATMs in Australia before they've even left. Like, come on, people. There's a thing called airport premiums. Whether it be food, whether it be alcohol. There's a premium for being in an airport, and guess who cops it? Us, the customers. So don't do it. Just don't do it. I'll tell you the way I do things. I have a Wise card, free, really easy. You grab the app, makes it good. I pay for all my hotels like that. Don't use Agoda. I just email the hotel directly, pay them on Wise. But you get a Wise card, load your money up. Way better than any. I used to use Commonwealth Bank travel money cards, but the exchange rate's not real good. So you grab a Wise card. Okay? You take cash. You have your credit card. You've got to, let's travel 101. You've got to make sure that you can access your money 3 or 4 different ways. Because you lose a card, you're cooked. You lose the cash. Like, maybe you like to bring a friend home, and maybe your friend maybe she's pretty, but your friend's not honest, and you haven't used a safe, or you've left yourself vulnerable, and your friend might just decide to borrow a bit more of your money and not pay it back. You need to be able to get more money, don't you? So cash is always king, especially in Southeast Asia, but carry some cash so you exchange it. And again, exchange it on the streets. You got to, if you know, you know. Like, I know where the good places are in Phuket. I know where the good places are in Pattaya, because you can walk 200 metres down the road and it might be the difference between, 500 or 1,000 baht, depending on how much you're exchanging. Okay, so you've got to have different ways to access your cash, because there's always someone that wants to get your money, if you understand what I say. But even like simple hacks, like, let's talk about it. You're traveling in Southeast Asia, you want to be comfortable on the plane. Some people might wear cargo shorts with a belt. Well, there's your first mistake. Don't wear a belt. Don't. Gym pants are king. Gym pants, track pants, anything with a cord. Because in Southeast Asia, you got to take your belt off, you got to take your shoes off. The next thing they'll make you be doing is taking your Reg Grundies off, your undies. So simple. You don't want to be, and if you're a little bit of a bigger fella like me, or if you're a massive fella like the bloke in Kins Lynn, you don't want to be sitting there pulling your belt off and then putting your belt back on. Simple little hacks, people. These are the things that are going to save you so much time, and more importantly, save you money. What else is there? Obviously, we could talk forever about, the street food, eating off street because it's cheaper, because it is. But you do get people, especially in Pattaya, they want their English and Western food. And I guess depending on how long you're there, if you're there for 2 weeks, indulge in the Thai delights. But if you're there for, a month or so, you might need to have your English breakfast, dare I say it, your full English, or the quote the owl, your bangers and mash. Because the owl, he likes a good banger. Hang on, quick sip of the Redbull. Talking a bit fast this morning. What else? If you've got any, all 4 or 5 of you in the chat, if you've got any tips in that, whack them up, we'll talk. Share the love. This is about it's a community. It's only a very tiny community, but it is a community. And we're doing God's work. That's what we're doing. But you see people all the time with these sort of mistakes, and you're just like, dudes, what are you doing? It's almost as bad when you see people in malls. They go in the shopping malls in Thailand and they try to barter. It's like, what are you doing? You're not in the streets now, you gronks. The other one, here's a location-specific one. You're in Phuket, you're in Patong. You know what you don't do? If you need to get to A to B, you don't take a tuk-tuk. And I've seen a few reels on. It's pretty funny. There's a couple of reels on Facebook where the Indians, we'll just call them out. We're not stereotyping, but the Indians try to negotiate. Well, Barry's coming with a big one. Yep, that's right. Barry's just said you can at the airport in Suvarnabhumi, not Suvarnabhumi, as Barry's boss would say, Suvarnabhumi. Down the bottom, downstairs there is a super cheap. Sonia's in the chat, how are you? Squizzy wants to know, best soy for happy ending massage in Pattaya. I don't know, mate. I've never actually in Pattaya had one. That's not saying, I'm not going to confirm, I'm not going to deny whether I've had one in other parts of Thailand, but I've never had one in Pattaya, so I can't give you a spot, mate. Sorry about that. But it just is what it is. But now I've lost my train of thought. Hang on, I have a sip of Red Bull. I'm on fire this morning. 4 beans and I'm buzzing. Ah, very good, very good. What about, okay, let's go into a tip. SIM cards. Always get them at the airport. Never kiss and tell. That's right, Barry, never kiss and tell. SIM cards. I always think that it's better to get one at the airport. Get it done, get it dusted. I used to be a true move kind of guy, but my last trip I went AIS, a little bit dearer but super fast. Like, honestly, I did a speed test on the way to Phuket. Now I just remember what we were talking about. Did a speed test and it was 5G in Phuket on AIS was 4 times faster than my NBN internet at home. Fuck you, Optus. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. We were talking about Phuket and tuk-tuks. Just don't do it. Get Grab, get Bolt. Because I'm telling you, whether you're going 500 metres or 4 kilometres, you're paying 200 baht. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. 200 baht, probably maybe 15 to 20 AED, but it adds up. When you could do the same trip for maybe 75 on Bolt or 100 on a motorbike taxi. I'm a big fan of a motorbike taxi. Generally when I'm intoxicated, I get a bit when I'm not drunk, but I've had some great times. And you'll hear me, I'll be doing, so around, if you have never been to Patong, you have the trucks going around, hitting the boxing pads, tonight, Thai boxing. Well, a drunk version of myself on back of a motorbike taxi feels the need to do that. What can I say? I'm an Aussie drunk bogan. But it's fun, I enjoy it. And I enjoy myself, and that's the important thing, because you only live once. If you haven't already, bang the like, the Cambo Rhythm, I can't even say it. You came up with that, Barry, and I can't even say it. It really helps the Cambo Rhythm. I'll learn how to spit that out at some point. But look, yeah, you might have me for a bit longer. There's a bit of traffic this morning. But yeah, just little stuff like that. There's the laundry hack's a good one. You never pack to go home. You just do the laundry a couple of days before and pack it. It works. Squizzy Taylor. Where's the best bar I go to in Pat's? So you're asking me, Pat's probably isn't my wheelhouse. If you ask me about Phuket, I'd say I enjoy Billabong on Soi LK Metro because it's just nice and chilled out. They have a band. They have 2-for-1 drinks, which is pretty damn good. Because I like cheap drinks. So yeah, it'd probably be Billabong. I do like Sexy Bar. It's good fun to go there and, you know, hang out with Arissa and the girls. You know, I don't like you, but she never said that to me. I don't like you like that. Capio, the Genres Elites in the house. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, sir. Billabong, too loud across the street. You're an erotica, eh? Hello. What goes on there? Mate, I stayed in Soi LK Metro one trip. It was the best. I stayed above Crystal Go-Go. And it was one of the funniest things. It was when I was dating my Thai partner in Phuket. And I had to video call her every night when I got home just to prove that I was home. What she didn't know is I was going out afterwards. I was behaving myself, but yeah, it was good. Pretty fun street. I like LK Metro. It's a lot of fun. iRovers, it's a good place for watching, especially if you're going the footy season. I think it's open 24 hours. You know, so yeah, it's not too bad. Erotica is just an open bar with misleading name. Actually, I think, is that closer to the corner as you come in? I think I know the one you're talking about. Like I said, I'm not a patio expert. Phuket's my wheelhouse, and hopefully in time Hua Hin will be my expertise, especially when I'm living there. Hang on, just gonna have a quick sip of the Red Bull. Look at this, massive numbers. We hit double figures. Not bad for a retired failed YouTuber that I am. That's better. But yeah, you see, and I don't want to be stereotypical and put people into a corner, but you see a lot, like I see a lot of YouTube reels, not YouTube, Facebook reels, and you see the Indians, they're trying to barter. You got to know in Thailand where you can and can't barter, right? So if you're going into, hang on, if you're trying to buy some clothes or stuff like that at the market stalls, you know, you can barter there. That's the game. Because if you don't, they'll have a win. They'll get the better of you. But you can't barter with tuk-tuk drivers. You can't barter in restaurants. Dare I say it, if you're in that side of the game, you can't barter with freelancers. And you see it all the time. You see Indian blokes get bashed on Facebook and YouTube because they're lowballing the Lima Bravos. And you don't mess with them because they're very good with a stiletto. They will hit you with their high heels. Squizzy Taylor goes, do I have a Thai bride? Nah, mate, no bride. Single man side of the game. Capio, tuk-tuk. Yeah, they are. They actually call them Capio the tuk-tuk mafia. And you gotta know. Like, if you really want to go somewhere, just do it. Like 200 baht, do it. But otherwise, motorbike. And if you've had a few and you're feeling brave, get on the motorbike taxi. Or better still, walk. Like around Patong. Let's be honest. Patong's not the biggest spot. You can pretty much walk. You know, unless you're going into, if you're going to Kamala or you're going to Katanoi or Caron, then you're gonna have to get something. But use Bolt or have, you know, talk to the ladies in the little tourist shops. They'll get you a driver and you get looked after. Tuk-tuk only good if you have, yeah, that's a fair point, Jay. Motorbike, tell them cha-cha so slowly. Mate, they're not that bad. Honestly, around Phuket, the motorbike taxis aren't that bad. Nowhere near as bad as the Grab motorbike I had in Ho Chi Minh. He was a bloody madman. I feared for my life, and I seen a video I put up the other day. Cha-cha. Yeah, cha-cha. And I saw it. It kind of shocked me. I was about 35 kilos heavier. My hair was pre-mullet back in 2022, but I looked like I just shit myself. I was that scared. Yeah, they do. Oh, in Thailand, they're good. You know, I've been on one heaps of times. You know, you would have from yeah, mate, working man's side of the game, Capio. That's why it's a quick 30 minutes of power. You missed it too, I had to confess. Today's the first morning. It'll be the first day in about a month that I haven't walked. Oh, here we go. Dickheads in the chat. Pineapple Head, aka Leicester's getting relegated from Championship. Did Australia qualify for the Mickey Mouse T20 Cup Super 8? No, they didn't. Because they're dickheads. They couldn't even pick their best player. There you go. What is it with Aussies and mullets? I don't know, mate. Mine's gone. I'm the respectable side of the game now. Cut mine off about 14 months ago. You know, look, man, I'm 50 next week. You can't, I think being a 50-year-old in a mullet, and I've seen this bloke in a shopping centre when I had mine, and he would have been in his 60s, and he was a full, we called it a Devon head. He had the mullet, had it all on the back, but the poor fucker was bald. So I was like, I'm never getting like that. So mine's gone. But I'm doing well. I'm like 50 and I've got a full head of hair. Not many greys, but you know, that might be artificially enhanced. I can't confirm or deny that. But listen, we got all the good people in the chat. We've got that melt pineapple head. The Aussie. How is it? I'm just going to call him out. He's giving me shit about Australia not qualifying for the Super 8 when he's a bloody Australian. He's not. He's a fake pom. There you go. He had a mullet in the 80s. You definitely didn't have a mullet when I met you. I don't think you had a single hair on your head, my man. But no, look, we'll probably be wrapping this up in about 5 to 10. Like I said, it's my 30 minutes of power. I'm going to be doing a few more of these. Remember, keep an eye on the channel on the weekend. There's going to be a channel announcement, a bit of a video. A rally grifter. What is that? What's a rally grifter, Capio? That sounds interesting. You know, so like I said, the channel's been revived. It's going to be up. Like, you know, not everyone in this side of the game has channels anymore. There's been some channels that have disappeared over the last couple of weeks. So if you've got it, use it. That's my motto now. You had a chopper. Listen to these pommies bringing up all this stuff that I've never heard of. We're going in. We've got the #1 moderator in the game. Owen's here. How much? Squizzy Taylor. How much do you spend on spinners? Isn't that a disrespectful word, spinners? Why couldn't you have said, Squizzy? Why couldn't you have said, how much do you spend on lady friends? Why couldn't we have a bit more class about us? You know, spinners, that reminds me of when you say words like that, it reminds me of the 250 kilo, 40 stone, obese pig from Kings Lynn. We can be better. This is the genre's elite. We're the moral compass of the genre, mate. But to answer your question, I'm not going to say never, but I very rarely pay for company. I like my own company. And I've been going there long enough, I've got friends I can hang around with. There you go. Is that Owen's saying, why can't you write in proper English, Jermaine? Is that Jermaine Squizzy Taylor? In here, he's a bit of a weird bloke. Oh yeah, good on you, dickhead. I just got cut off by a little rice burner. I'm trying to steer a little bit clear of the drama. We'll have a sneaky snipe. Like right now, I've got 10 people in my chat. That's about 8.5 more than the angry little man in Sweden gets. So Jermaine last went outside before lockdown, did he? That's son. There you go, see? Pineapple Head, he's vouching for me. You definitely weren't mongering when I met you. You're an Aussie bar. That's right, I was. Susie's Aussie bar. What's it called? Down Under. Soy 7-1. It's a good street. Like Soy 7-1 in Bangkok, it's a bit of a naughty street. But as you get down the end, they've got bars. I've actually stayed in Soy 7-1 for 2 nights. It was quite interesting. Good fun. Got to make sure I slow down here, going through a school zone. The coppers are out. But yeah, I don't... There's no mongering. No mongering at all. That's what you're talking about. On Soy 7-1. There could be a lot of massage shops there. No. Oh, not 6-1. 7-1 Bangkok. Not 6. We know all the boys, all the duds hang out at 6-1 in Pattaya. I think Archie Luxury did a video from 6-1 once. That was pretty funny. Yep, I think AP had a bit of fun. Was it Woody's bar that AP had a bit of fun in? Oh, I can't read that. So apparently, so apparently someone in Sweden, maybe hypothetically, someone in Sweden slows down in school zones so you can have a look. Oh, wow. How good was that? No names. This is good. Like, how good? I'm enjoying this. This is like 25 minutes, 30 minutes of fun. I'll leave it up because I don't say anything bad. I'm not getting flashed. No one's coming in with their very small Cheerio penis and flashing me because I haven't got a panel. What's the go there? I'm gonna touch in a little bit of drama. What's Ben's motivation? Does he just want to be the only channel? Is he just drunk off chops? What? Because Ben's flashed a few channels now. He's becoming a serial flasher. US versus Sweden in ice hockey. It's not bad, the ice hockey. How funny was the handbags at 2 paces in the curling when the Canadian bloke told the Swedish bloke to go fuck off? That was a little bit. AP halfway through a BJ show, the girl with her pork chops full. That's pretty funny, Capio. Oh, good luck. Good times. But I'm going to be doing more of these. I think that's the way short term until I get out there and start vlogging, which I will. He wants to take down the competition. I just kind of can't. I'd love to do my walks, but I think I'd look like a bit of a dickhead, and I don't want to look like a bit of a dickhead because there's a lot of hot ladies, and I've got no chance of getting with them. But I just want to make myself look as good as I can, which is not very. So, but with these drive streams, they seem to work for me. We'll do them. We'll get some shorts up, get some vlogs. We'll put the poll. Make sure when you jump off, go vote in the poll. The most overrated thing when you travel to Thailand. I'd like you to vote for, my choice would be Leo Beer, closely followed by Walking Street. But yeah, that's pretty much me done. I'll try to do one tomorrow. I've got a lot going on tomorrow, but like I said, I'm teasing the fuck out of yous. Yeah, beer bars. But there should be more bars where you can just go and drink and chill. That's like, honestly, that's like probably one of my favourite bars in Phuket is the Aussie bar on Bangalore Road, because it's not a bar fine kind of bar. It's more of a restaurant sports bar. You go there, they look up, the service is great, they look after you, you have a good feed. There you go. Squizzy Taylor reckons you don't need to look good, you only need big bucks. Well, yeah. What was that thing Suckerhorn used to say? Something around like, your time in Thailand is only limited by your imagination and the money in your pocket. Lemonade. Oh, really? For 20 minutes ago. So I honestly, and like I said, I do have to wrap it up in a minute. I only really watch the big three, Capio, Stu, and 365, family friendly, no olds, no clones. I don't really watch a lot of other stuff. I don't have time to. I missed Stu's yesterday. I was at work, but I did pop in and say g'day. But I'm not interested in, like, StreamYards on those channels are good, but I'm not interested in people that, never been to Thailand. They just want to fight and talk shit, and like old hags in Iowa that look like owls, and just deranged stalkers, alcoholics, those sort of people. They don't interest me. They're not people I'd meet in real life. It's the people, the quality. Like, I've only got 12 people in the chat, and I've probably got 10 or 11 of those are quality. That's what I want to. But on that note, I'm gonna leave you with it. Thank you for watching. I'll keep this up. Keep it on the channel the weekend. Keep it real. Cambo out. Thank you, everyone. Cheers. That's right. I was flying through the speed bumps.